谢谢主持人。下午好，王国伟，我是中央广播电视总台央视记者。那2020年，无论是对世界各国还是对中国来说，都是极不平凡的一年。我想请问您如何评价过去这一年的中国外交？今年中国外交又将有哪些重点和亮点？谢谢。
China Central Television. How would you describe China's diplomacy over the past year? What diplomatic priorities and highlights could we expect to see this year?
The year 2020 has been a most extraordinary journey for China and the whole world under the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core. China's diplomatic service readily fulfilled its responsibilities to the country, the people and the world by rising to the unprecedented challenges and playing a role befitting China's status. Among China's diplomatic endeavors over the last year, the most outstanding is head of state diplomacy. Through a creative means of cloud diplomacy, President Xi Jinping explored cooperation opportunities with other world leaders, demonstrating the global vision of the leader of a major country and giving both direction and momentum to the international fight against COVID-19. Over the last year, the most resolute is our determination to defend national interests. We stood firm against hegemony, high-handedness, and bullying, and rejected outright interference in China's domestic affairs. China's sovereignty is not to be infringed upon, and the dignity of the Chinese nation is not to be trifled with. The legitimate rights of the Chinese people shall be upheld. Over the last year, the most demanding is the fight against COVID-19 on the diplomatic front. We did our utmost to facilitate the domestic COVID response and stood with the rest of the world in a joint fight, carrying out the largest emergency humanitarian operations since the founding of New China and making China's contribution to the global response. Over the last year, the most concerning is the safety of Chinese nationals abroad. In the face of COVID-19, we provided timely assistance to Chinese nationals overseas and did whatever we could to protect and help them. We have thus lived up to our responsibility and put into practice the principle of serving the people through diplomacy. Over the last year, the biggest priority is advancing global governance in the right direction. China was unequivocal about countering the surge in unilateralism and upheld multilateralism and norms governing international relations with concrete actions. In response to mounting protectionism, we committed ourselves to greater openness and harnessed the strength of China's enormous market to provide more development opportunities to the world. For China, 2021 will be a year of epoch-making significance. We will celebrate the centenary of the Communist Party of China and start a new journey in China's diplomacy. We will keep in mind what the party and the nation expect of us. We will develop friendly relations with all countries, enhance mutual understanding between China and the world, and continue to foster a favorable external environment for the great renewal of the Chinese nation. We will focus on the country's top priorities. We will preserve and extend the period of important strategic opportunity for China's development, work all out for the good start of the 14th Five-Year Plan, facilitate the domestic and international circulations, and contribute to the new development paradigm. We will set our eyes on the post-COVID era. We will promote international cooperation against COVID-19 and work for the global community of health for all. We will advance high-quality Belt and Road cooperation, facilitate an early recovery of the world economy, and strengthen the global response to climate change and other global challenges. We will follow the trend of history. We will promote a new type of international relations, advocate peace, development, equity, justice, democracy, and freedom as the common values of humanity, and work with other countries for a community with a shared future for mankind. This year is the year of the ox in the Chinese zodiac. An ox symbolizes perseverance and strength. In the year ahead, with head of state diplomacy setting the direction, China's diplomacy will create a more splendid chapter. A compassionate, committed, and responsible China that stands by principles will bring more warmth and hope to the world and lend more confidence and strength to the pursuit of development for all. Thank you.